Going to take you through a glute session now, and legs, but predominantly glutes. So a lot of hip thrusting, which is what the glutes basically use. We have our back extensors as well, which is where you'll see in the hyperextension exercise, but we just have got it's set a lot higher, which means we're going to be taking the lower back out of it, and we'll be taking some of the hamstrings out of it, but at the top we should be using just the glutes. The leg press, all about going heavy, the heaviest you can do no matter what it is, and that's what's really going to make the change in your legs. We can go in and do, like, you know, light weights, high reps, this type of thing, and not really sting up that muscle, but it's not going to change the shape. Legs on women react very well, but once they're shocked very hard, so they've got to be hitting hard with the big compound movements, which is like your leg presses, your hip lifts with the bar. So from there then we have all the little supplementary exercises like the kickbacks, bits of work with the bands when you're warming up to get the glutes firing, and it's endless really what you can do, but the main focus is that you're building that base, you're building strength, whether it's your squats, your deadlifts, your leg presses, your hip thrusts. They're the exercises that are going to build that foundation, and then we can play around and get fancy with our exercises after that. So see what you think, and let's get going.
So the first exercise is clamshells. So the most important thing is not to be rotating the body. Lots of people do these. You can see we're deliberately trying to almost fold our body over so that we don't use nothing else but the glute. 15 to 20 reps on each side. Then we go into some side raises. Just another form of hitting the glutes. Same idea, 15 to 20, or if you're weaker you might burn out a little earlier. We just keep as much tension on the glute as possible. So in this particular set, huge high reps. There's 120 kilos on the leg press, and the machine itself is supposed to be about 50 kilos, but we can never judge that, so we always go by the weight we have on it. So you pick a weight that you know is going to be tough, but you should be able to do maybe 10 reps of it. And then as we go further on, we can drop set it, which means we take one off, it gets a bit easier, and you push that bit further again, so you're dropping through all the fibres in the muscle to really burn it out.
Come on, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, move it, 3 in a row. 3, down, up, 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 2, one more. Hold it, don't move, don't move.
Oh, fuck.
Go, quick, 4 or 5 of them in a row. 5, without stopping, 4, 3, come on, 2, one more. Good, now feet out to an X. Wait till I see it, come on, last one. All for the video. Let's go. Full reps, we need to hit that bottom mark. 4 and you're done, savage, come on. 3, loads of breather. 2, 1. The biggest mistake that most people make, you see in public gyms for example, is because the weight we use is nowhere near right, and then what ends up happening is we do a lot of reps and then we don't really stimulate the muscle enough. So we'll go through a set. You've seen a really tough set there already, but just even technique wise, what we're looking for when we do our reps is we're looking for that full range. So whatever machine you use, this particular one, you can see the little bar, and we got to hit it every time because the angle we're looking for is right into the chest. So it's all going to depend on the seat angle. You know, if it's too far away, is it too close? But the lower we go, it's going to switch these quads off, and it's really going to develop the glutes and the hamstrings to drive from then. Also, when you look at the feet, you really don't want to see the heels coming off. You want to really drive through them, so your feet position has to be right. And in this particular one, we're going with a wide stance because we want those knees to come outwards. And we're also going to be working the insides of the groins, and we're hitting the outsides of the glute as we work through it.
these two exercises now, just some simple kickbacks. And this one we're really trying to get squatting deep. So you see the way the knees are always tracking on the toes. We want to work out to make sure that our knees don't buckle in. And we're really working on that depth as well. So the dumbbell is going to create a bit of imbalance also. Makes it that bit harder to balance. And also allows us to get as deep as possible.
So one very good drill is the hip thrust with the barbell, okay? So if the main thing is, no matter what the exercise is, we're looking for tension on the glute. So we can go heavy, but we've got to make sure that we're keeping that tension also. To maybe break through the toes and stuff like that, if you have been very experienced with them, you can load them up and really thrust and explode into it. But mainly, we're looking for really good work on the glute. So we'll step through a couple of reps and we're just trying to really squeeze at the top. As we drive up, you're looking for that neutral position from the head right through to the knees. So you're keeping that head relaxed. A lot of people lift their heads. We want to keep it nice and relaxed. And we drive from the heels all the time. So if you notice, toes or the heels should never ever come up off the ground. We cannot be using our hamstrings. We cannot be using our glutes. As you get more advanced, you'll be able to switch on the glute really quick with the fires and really trust using that. At the beginning when you're starting off, if you had a lighter bar, you could actually almost feel the glute before you start and see if it engages before you lift.
Most important thing here is when we step up, we try not to use our back legs, really pushing off the front leg, loading up that glute on the left hand side here and squeezing at the top as well, so there's always tension on it. Really good glute exercise just to activate them either at the start of a session, or you can do them in the middle of a session when you're already tired. Big focus here is keeping that lower back out of it, so we don't need to hyperextend too much. We try and actually squeeze the hamstring, squeeze the glutes as we raise up.